strength in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Quick completion to the right. Still running at the 40. There he goes down the right side. Past the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
The give to the tailback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to pass, it's Evans. Pocket breaking down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Turning it on! Got the first down and still on his feet. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Fights off the defender. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Kentucky! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Love the play call defensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run for it on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Looking to throw, it's Evans. Fires to the big fella. They're showing that toughness using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Snatches it on the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Throwing right. He's got it. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Bray. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Carr. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry today.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Georgia on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for...
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably... second-guessing that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's over.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Ready to fire from the pistol. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Carr. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Throws for the tight end. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. He'll start this drive firing. Snagged in the middle, it's Patterson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Patterson. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here comes the heat. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Kentucky. Special teams proving to be special.
What a great return. The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed a spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the air, it's Evans. Hauls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Wants to fire on second down. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Durant. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Kentucky going quickly. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Patterson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Evans. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got his man. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Looking left. He's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Timeout, Georgia.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to show.
There he goes. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Using his legs, it's Green. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting...
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, he was putting up... Coming into this one, we knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Evans. Here's the pressure. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
He makes a grab, and he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Kentucky right back to the line. He wants to change this route. He'll set up to throw. Back's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And really good job knowing I don't get in the end zone. I got to get close to the end zone, be ready to break on the football as soon as they throw it. I can't give up any yards after the catch, and they don't right there.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. They'll send the back in motion. Direct snap. It's Hill. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, Dan.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got his man on the right. He's out past the 35. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
To the air on second down. Going downfield for the big play. Makes a grab for a big play. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try the right side. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Alabama.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything.
Touchdown, Kentucky! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The short hands, it's Brake. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
First down for the offense.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Anderson wants to throw. Working that left side now. Turning it on. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the third quarter. And this defense will start the fourth on its heels. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Right back to him on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Can't get him to the ground. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Takes the handoff. It's Patterson. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Caught behind the line. It's Patterson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Mines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
Anderson will throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Touchdown, Dogs! Fit it in the window for the score. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They go to the ground. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Complete to the left. Running free. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Evans. Rushes on him. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Gonna run it. It's Isaac. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Anderson wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
it.